So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our Navamsa video of the week. And this week we're going to be covering Sun in the fifth house of your Navamsa chart. As in what happens when Sun is in the fifth house in the D9 Navamsa, not your birth chart, the D9 Navamsa, which is the most important divisional chart in Vedic astrology, which kind of shows the hidden qualities of your planet, the strength of your planets. It shows the agenda of your planets, the goal of the soul, the pathway of the soul after marriage or in the second half of life. It shows the circumstances you're going to be dealing with in the second half of life. So it's a very important chart, if you research on it. And there are literally about, 108 to 120 different, Navamsas. And I'm exploring them right now, in which situation you would use a certain Navamsa. So believe me, I've got like a cathedral of information, coming up. So, but let's discuss, what happens with Sun in the fifth house of Navamsa. And as always, if you do not know, if you have Sun in the fifth house of Navamsa, what are the planets are placed in your Navamsa, all your birth chart astrological details. For that, check out the links here. Check out my full astrological report, including my books, consultations, and link to my school, Maga Vedic Astrology Academy. So let's get started. So when Sun is in the fifth house, okay, and fifth house in the Navamsa is different from the fifth house in the birth chart to a certain extent. Both charts represent education and children, okay? And especially like when we try to confirm education of a person, we always look at the fifth house of Navamsa. It's pretty much the exact same thing. However, of course, it's a divisional chart of your ninth house of Bhagya, of luck. So fifth house of Navamsa represents the intelligence you use in marriage, relationships, and especially as you grow older and you mature after the age of 36. So that's what really it is. And with Sun, it's a double-edged sword. Okay, it's a double-edged sword, meaning a person is very intelligent in terms of finding the right reasons to follow a political party. They're intelligent with their investments. They're intelligent overall, and especially they find great interest in political science. They find great interest in history. They want to know the Vedantic knowledge. But where the Sun lacks, and I have seen this many times, is when it comes to intelligence of dealing with marriage. One's ego overshadows how to deal with marriage, how to deal with that one-on-one partnership. Like, hey, we are here to share things. Sun in the fifth house is like, I have a plan because I'm intelligent and I know exactly how we're going to execute it. And in this, I don't really need your help. So that's there. But of course, it's like when it comes to anything in astrology, you can camouflage most of these things. But when it comes to hardcore things, marriage most definitely has ego issues, always. Even if you have a Jupiter aspecting the seventh house, Jupiter is in the seventh house. If Sun is in the fifth house, it's going to affect the ego. It may even bring a very authoritative spouse in your life. Like especially through your spouse, you could be embarrassed. They may say something using their intelligence. They're like, oh yeah, my wife doesn't know what she's doing, what blah, 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 blah. And you may say that and they will feel humiliated and embarrassed. One thing this does show, this particular Sun, is that a person will be very strong about their health, will be focused on their health, will be focused on their reputation, will be focused on their appearance. This person will make sure that they look like an authoritative person out in marriage, when they're with their spouse, when they're in their, mature space of life. And this person will instill great amount of egotistical intelligence in their own children. They'll tell their children, hey, be proud of who you are. Be confident about this. Don't let anybody tell you this, this, and this. And usually such people may actually get children late in life. And usually early marriages always tend to have that battle going on. But if, let's say, you get married late, then this particular position gives a much more diplomatic outcome. Because just like humans, planets in our chart also go through these baby stages, teenage stages, adulthood stages. This is why we're growing up with them. This is why we act so stupid when we are teen. And when we are in our 30s and 40s and 50s, we're much more calm about things. We think 10 times about things. Most of the time, at least. The other thing you will notice is that at the age of 46, great things happen in your career. Promotions, fame, recognition, awards. You gain through government at the age of 46 with this particular sun. 46 and 58, you will gain. The other thing we see here is that the 43rd year is when a person deals with those issues in the marriage. Like suddenly those egotistical things may creep up. It may not be to a certain extent because we don't know exactly what's happening in your Navamsa, what planets are looking there, what planets are sitting there, but usually there will always be this battle of conflict, meaning maybe as simple as you guys are trying to move and your spouse says, I want to move here. You say, I want to move here. And boom, both your ego clash. And you will do this, especially in the 43rd year, you will do this a lot. Like just little chick happening. But overall, this is a great placement for someone to either follow a very righteous footsteps of life and wanting to learn the Vedantic knowledge, wanting to learn the history of their own country, of the world. But it has its drawbacks. Okay. So anyway, I hope this has helped and given them insights into your Navamsa position of the sun. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. And if you want to know where your sun is placed, all your astrological details, check out the links here. Otherwise, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.